We have some end-year charts. The full report is not out yet because I don't know, because Comic-Con said so, because reasons. But we're getting new sales numbers. So this is what we're looking at here is novel. First we have the top 1,000 comics and graphic novels from Diamond on our 2021 page, and that's what I have up. House of Slaughter moved into first by 29 copies. 29. House of Slaughter was number 1. It did have a lot of ratio variants. I know that. Now so did King Spawn, but from my that it had the autograph CGC ones, right? I thought there would be a whole bunch left over, and I was like, you're wasting, right? You're wasting all this shit. No, from that's I got a notification for a video. Okay, thank you. When I talked to Drew from Comics Elite, he's a retailer, right? Said that they can't even keep it on the shelf. Okay, all right. You've never heard of House of Slaughter? That's insane. It is a spin-off of Something is Killing the Children. Now, I did give it 3 issues. I didn't personally care for it that much, even though I usually love everything that Tinian writes. Unfortunately, that one wasn't for me. And then we got Berserker, then Gunslinger Spawn, right? Gunslinger Spawn number 1, and Venom number 35. Poor DC, they can't catch a break, right? But House of Slaughter, nearly 500,000. Wow, that's really, really good. So now we've got some actual numbers. Now, if you look at these, let me see if it'll, there we go. So we've got the rebound from COVID. And all of these up here really don't count. I'm not going to lie. When you have an industry go out and not be able to put anything out for months, of course, there's going to be a huge increase in sales numbers, but they're still up 12% from the year before that. They're still up 16% in dollars from the year before that. And then that was for just comic books. So for comic books and graphic novels, they're still up 14%. That's awesome. And I would say this is probably the most important right here, with unit sales being up, because of course, like with Action Comics, just recently it went up $1. It went from $3.99 to $4.99. So dollar sales being up, I'm really not surprised. There was a couple books that did that. I know Action Comics did it once Philip Kennedy Johnson jumped on. And I think there's a big problem when it comes to the pricing of DC's books right now. They're all about $1 too much, right? Unfortunately, I still get them, but I still think they should realize what they're doing. They're pricing out a market. But regardless, unit sales, actual units of books, are up 12%. I'll wait for the copium. I'm just saying, I'll wait for the cope. And now we have, let's see what else we have here before we look. Now this is Diamond's end of year report revealed what shares of Marvel business Diamond retained after October 1st, comparing before and after. So this is just Marvel, what shares they have. So it does look like they've lost about 23% of their audience, or of their books. That's a lot. That is a lot. When less than 2 years ago, they were at 100%. Okay, so let's take a look here. We've got, it explains the different distributors. Despite these headwinds, the comic industry roared during this year, with the direct market sales of comic books and graphic novels projected at around 600 million. They originally projected 400 million. Okay. When our projections for DC and Random House were added to the Diamond total, it's an overall increase of around 160 million, or 36% over 2020, and an increase of 75 million, or 14% since pre-pandemic. Okay. Comic books were a large part of it. Yeah. For everybody that's going to go, but manga, we're talking comic books here. Okay. Comic book were a large part of it. The unit sales of comic books up a projected 12% versus 2019 to at least at least 94 million copies overall. That's the highest figure since 2016. That's an increase of more than 30 million copies over 2020, which had dramatically few new releases due to the pandemic. That's a boast of around 49%. Something you really can't take into consideration. That's not fair, right? That's just not. Comic book sales were around 420 million. Oh, maybe that's where I thought 400. 6% increase over the pre-pandemic year of 2019. Again, that's where you're supposed to look at. And a whopping 53% over 2020. Not fair. Which had fewer newer comic releases. Well, of course there's going to be an increase then, right? That's why you looked the year before. The comic book total is higher than in adjusted dollars in the early 1990s. Wow. So basically, the top 4,000 comic books sold 57.83 million copies. So that's not all of them. That's just the top 4,000 comic books. So I just want to put this out here. Just think about this for a second. And I know I'm kind of preaching to the choir, but how can somebody with a straight face say comic books are dead or woke, either one, without realizing that in 4,000 comics, that's how many were put out last year. Not only that, but that is a massive variety. I don't know. Comic-Con projected the overall sales of periodicals would have been 59. So it was a little higher than that. So let's take a look. Diamond's top 1,000 were at 42 million. On the dollar side, the top 1,000 made 190 million. And expanding, we've got Diamond sold 80.5 million copies in 2019, which included 900 DC Comics that sold 25.6 million copies. In 2021, without DC, Diamond sold 57. That's about 30% decrease. So yeah, in the West, it's kind of normal for people to use the term old as an insult. It's sad. I'm old. I'm old. Okay, so let's take a look at what the best-selling books were. Oh no. I don't want to know because I know. Wait, does this include any DC? Does it? It doesn't because of the Diamond numbers. Well, that's a shame. I was hoping. We'll take a look at the top 10 anyway. So we got King Spawn. Again, I want you guys to... Okay, that's not correct. Those are supposed to be flipped. They didn't update it on here, apparently. I'm 22 and I look like I'm 17. You are a baby. I have a baby face, though, too. I can put, like, a hat on, put my hair up, and no makeup. People would think I'm a 13-year-old boy. King Spawn and House of Slaughter both had a massive amount of variants. Massive. And then they had the 1 in 1,000, the 1 in 250, which was signed. And this is incorrect right here. They really need to update this. Get on the ball. Killing it writing-wise. Wait, what? I will give Marvel this. Their throwback minis have been killing it so far. Peter David's... Oh, yeah, I've heard good thing about the Peter David and the Maestro book. Now the Silver Surfer. Yeah, I've heard good about all of them, actually. I know Perch really liked the Silver Surfer one. I'm just like, meh. It's Marvel. No, I do like some Marvel. I really, really, really like the Black Cat and Mary Jane book. It was so cute. It was really good. So we've got King Spawn, House of Slaughter. I mean, that's something the Image should be very proud of. Like, honestly. Gunslinger Spawn, Berserker, Venom, Alien. It's a Philip Kennedy Johnson book. That surprises me. We've got Moon Knight, 250,000 units. That's insane. Wow. X-Men. Wait. Hold the front door. I thought the High Republic went woke and went broke. Oh, my bad. Alpha Bounty Hunters. Okay. I think there was some like Boba Fett thing I kept seeing today. It must be the last issue or episode or whatever. I don't know. Carnage, Black, White, and Blood. Wow, that's an anthology. That sounds pretty good. Eternals. I'm sure that definitely had some help from the movie. I love Moon Knight. Me too. It's so good. Have you read Moon Knight yet? I haven't read the well, it's only Wednesday, but I haven't got it yet, and I didn't know if I should get it because it was a tie-in. Demon Days, and that's the Peach Momoko book. I'm not a big fan of Pico, but I heard it's pretty. Star Wars. Okay, where are we? Nonstop Spider-Man. Didn't they cancel that? Berserker. See, I don't think this includes the numbers from. I don't think that includes the Berserker. I don't think that includes right here the numbers for. I'm assuming for Kickstarter, right? I'm assuming. Yeah, Nonstop got canceled. I wonder why. It's on the top seller list. They must have really dropped, or they lost some sort of licensing. I don't know. Let me see. Nonstop. No, it's at Marvel. It wasn't one of those IDW ones. I don't know then. Silk. Wow. House of Slaughter. Is that issue 2? We've got issue 1 up here. That's got to be issue 2. Where was it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so here, wait. So are they including variants in, because it's got one foil. So is that House of Slaughter got number 1 and 22 because of the foil cover? All right. Silk. Shocking. Something is eating the children. Shocking, it's so low. No, something is eating. Something is killing the children. Extreme Carnage, TMNT, Last Ronin. Noctera, that's what I'm talking about. King in Black, Amazing Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Sinister Wars. So, Heroes Reborn, I heard good things about that. Dark Ages. A lot of really good books up here. Department of Truth. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I love Department of Truth. Best book out there. And I felt so bad. Somebody said, I got all of the Department of Truth because you said it was so good and I hated it. I'm like, oh, I'm fucking sorry. I love the book, but I feel so bad when people do that. Stray Dogs. 51 on this chart. A random ass book that was such a sleeper hit. It made 51. That's so cool. I love that. King in Black. Yeah. We're getting down here a little bit. I wish they included the numbers for. While Diamond yet not released the individual months in the 4th corner, we have reversed. Let me see if they have. What's the furthest place from here? Got 1. No, it's okay. See, I wish they had the numbers for DC. I can feel, I can know, I feel it from